How many times did you receive an email in your inbox and send it to your junk folder? The attackers often use clever tactics to get victims' attention. Listen carefully to what I'm just going to tell you. Are you ready? Most of the popular hacks that you hear on the news these days started with a spear phishing attack. Let's take this topic into a deeper discussion. So, what is phishing? Phishing is an email fraud attack carried out against a large number of victims. It contains an item of general interest. For example, click here to win $1 million. And it contains a malicious link or attachment. The attacker plays the odds that at least some people will click on the link attachment to initiate the attack. Let's say some of them, but most of us will probably delete it, right? On the other hand, spear phishing is a highly specific form of phishing attack. By crafting the email message in a particular way, the attacker hopes to attract the attention of a specific audience. For example, if the attacker knows that the sales department uses a particular application to manage its customer relationships, he may spoof an email pretending that it is from the application's vendor with a subject line of emergency, click here to download. How many people do you think are going to click on that link? Alright, let's see an example of how to use spear phishing in Kali Linux. In this demo, I will use Metasploit to show you how to create a malicious URL. Now open a terminal window and launch the Metasploit application. And don't forget to start the PostgreSQL service first. When I'm in, I will search for Autopound. I know you're asking yourself why I'm searching for this. Well, Browser Autopound is an auxiliary module provided by Metasploit that allows you to attack a victim machine simply when they access a web page. Let's copy the Browser Autopound auxiliary module and paste it for the use command. Do you remember what is the next step? You're right, setting up the payload. And I'm going to choose Meterpreter for sure. Let's check if we need to set any options for this payload. As usual, we need to set the attacker localhost IP address, lhost, which happens to be 192.168.0.109. Also, I will change the URI pass option, which will be appended at the end of the URL. Finally, we can start the exploitation. When it's done, Metasploit will start the exploit at my local IP address at the port number 8080, followed by the URI pass, which is a plural site. It's the time to convince the victim to click on that URL. Well, an email pretending to be the administrator of our client company should be convincing, right? So let's go to the victim's machine and see what will happen. Let's open the browser and load that nasty URL. Nothing happens at the victim's machine, but let's check on the attacker machine. When a victim visits the web address, the browser Autopound module will try to connect to the user's machine to set up a remote session. Check this out, folks. Meterpreter is warning me that we have a candidate. Let's check it out. Oh my gosh, I have 10 sessions opened. So I will choose the first one and I'm in. Let's try out a command. Mission accomplished.